I'm Amanda Pasciucco, a clinical sexologist. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to talk about how to dominate someone who wants you to dominate them. Whether you've been seeing them for a while or not, dominance is something that must be negotiated ongoingly with everybody. Hit like, subscribe, and the bell. So before we get into how to dominate, let's discuss consent. Consent is an enthusiastic and ongoing discussion between individuals who are engaging in sex or other agreements. The point is to seek mutual respect and for everyone to get their needs met. When it's the right time to discuss the activities that you want to do, probably not somewhere in public where the people around you are not consenting to that conversation, but a night that you two set alone for yourself to discuss things like the vanilla and kink checklist. What would you like to do? What would you like to receive? What would you like to give? That is not something where you want a bunch of people around you. So plan it out on a calendar and schedule it. Just because you schedule something doesn't make it more boring. It just gives you anticipation for when you get to that scheduled event. Make sure you're both relaxed and open to having this conversation, not drinking or under the influence where you could be saying things that are inaccurate. Talking about consent, we all are agreeing that we are saying yes to things we want and no to things we don't want. And we can change that answer at any point because we have a foundation of trust that one person's gonna dominate, and therefore we're agreeing to what's going to happen before it happens. How do you define consent? So nuanced. Love to hear your answers. Next, encourage openness. Let your partner know what you're really into, and if they seem passionate and you're curious, ask them questions. Be interested in going deeper, because intimacy is about asking the questions and having conversations that other people might not be having with one another. Be attuning to what they say. So if they're saying, I think I would love this sensation, repeat back to them what you think you heard them say. And then while you're doing that motion that they asked for, ask about pressure, speed, and the technique at which you are touching them. So this attunement piece, explaining that you are a clear yes, meaning no means no at any point, but yeses are sometimes difficult to say. A little sigh that something feels good is not going to tell the person who's in charge that you really like it. So start practicing saying yes to things out loud. It's really difficult to say yes in the scene or in the moment when someone's dominating you if you haven't practiced saying yes in regular, everyday life. We are hoping that you're going to be dominated by someone who's deeply listening. And as a dominant, we are hoping that you have such trust in this person, because if they end up saying that they did not want that experience, the trust has to be there that you can communicate through if something goes awry. Deep intimacy includes deep attunement, and that's the basis of great sex and how to dominate someone. Creating a place in the bedroom that they are so safe to share what they're interested in, and you are also feeling so safe to create a back and forth with them. When there are miscommunications that happen, because that will occur, we hope that you have enough trust with the person as the dominant and as the submissive in the scene so that you can talk about what went wrong. After it has happened, the scene is over, your sexual escapade is over, it is time to talk about what went right or what went wrong. And if you're not ready, right after that scene is over, create a time where you will be ready. Journal, take some time and make time on the calendar for when you will speak about it again. To dominate is to check in afterwards. It's not just to have a play party and then drop the other person off emotionally, physically, intimately, mental space. So that person is sacred. You just did something very sacred and intimate. You must then therefore check in. That is being dominant. If you're not checking in, you're not actually a leader and you're not dominating anybody. That's people who want to be dominated in a way where they're attuned to accurately. If you have more questions on how to be kinky and how to do scenes, get the webinars here. Comment below, hit like, subscribe, and the bell. I release new videos Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch you next week.